Hey everyone, welcome to Smoky Mountain Source, and welcome to World's Fair Park in Knoxville, Tennessee. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most iconic landmarks in the entire Southeast. This park isn't just a beautiful place to relax, it's a living, breathing piece of history. Over the next 20 minutes, we'll explore the history of this area, the incredible story of the 1982 World's Fair, and what this park means to Knoxville and the world today. So grab a seat and let's get started. Before we talk about the World's Fair, let's rewind to what this area looked like before 1982. This part of Knoxville was once a bustling railroad yard and industrial hub. The Louisville and Nashville Railroad ran through here, and the area was filled with warehouses, factories, and rail lines. It was a gritty, working-class part of town, but it was also a place of opportunity and growth for Knoxville. In the early 20th century, this area was a key transportation hub for the region. Goods and materials flowed through here, helping Knoxville grow into a thriving industrial city. But by the mid-20th century, the railroad industry began to decline, and this area fell into disrepair. The warehouses emptied, the factories closed, and the rail lines were abandoned. For years, this area was seen as an eyesore, a reminder of Knoxville's industrial past. But in the 1970s, a group of visionary leaders saw potential here. They imagined something transformative, something that could put Knoxville on the map. And that's exactly what they did in 1982. Now, let's talk about how the World's Fair came to be. The idea of hosting a World's Fair in Knoxville was ambitious, to say the least. In the late 1970s, a group of local leaders, including businessman Jake Butcher, saw an opportunity to put Knoxville on the map. They proposed hosting a World's Fair, and after years of planning and lobbying, Knoxville was chosen as the host city for the 1982 World's Fair. But why Knoxville? At the time, Knoxville was a mid-sized city with a population of about 180,000. It wasn't a global hub like New York or Paris, which had hosted previous World's Fairs. But Knoxville had something special. It was located near the Tennessee Valley Authority and the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, both of which were, and still are, leaders in energy research and innovation. The theme of the fair was Energy Turns the World, which was fitting for a city at the forefront of energy technology. The goal was to showcase innovations in energy and technology while celebrating global cultures. But pulling off such a massive event wasn't going to be easy. The planning process was intense. The organizers had to secure funding, design the park, and convince countries and corporations to participate. It was a huge gamble, but Knoxville was determined to make it work. Building the World's Fair Park was no small feat. The site had to be completely transformed. The old railroad yards were cleared, and new infrastructure was put in place. The centerpiece of the park, of course, is the Sunsphere, a 266-foot tower with a golden glass sphere at the top. It was designed to symbolize the sun and the fair's energy theme. But the Sunsphere wasn't the only iconic structure built for the fair. The Tennessee Amphitheater was constructed to host concerts and events, and the U.S. Pavilion showcased American innovation. The park was designed to be a place where people from all over the world could come together to learn, explore, and celebrate. One of the most interesting aspects of the fair's construction was the timeline. The entire park was built in just 3 years, which is an incredible feat of engineering and planning. Thousands of workers were involved, and the project cost over $100 million, equivalent to about $300 million today. It was a massive undertaking, but it was worth it. The design of the park was also groundbreaking. The planners wanted to create a space that would be both functional and beautiful, with plenty of green spaces, fountains, and walkways. They succeeded, and the park remains a stunning example of urban design to this day. The 1982 World's Fair opened on May 1st, 1982, and ran for 6 months. It was a massive success, attracting over 11 million visitors from around the globe. More than 20 countries participated, each with their own pavilions showcasing their culture, technology, and innovations. The fair was a melting pot of ideas and experiences. You could visit the Chinese pavilion and see a replica of the terracotta warriors. You could explore the latest advancements in solar energy at the U.S. pavilion, or enjoy live performances at the amphitheater. The Sunsphere became the symbol of the fair, and its observation deck offered stunning views of the city and the surrounding mountains. But the fair wasn't just about fun and games. It was also a platform for serious discussions about energy, sustainability, and global cooperation. It put Knoxville in the international spotlight and showed that even a mid-sized city in East Tennessee could host a world-class event. One of the most memorable moments of the fair was the performance by the band The Judds, who got their big break there. There were also appearances by celebrities like Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, and even Bob Hope. It was a time of excitement and optimism, and Knoxville was at the center of it all. The fair also had a lasting impact on the city's economy. It brought in millions of dollars in revenue and created thousands of jobs. But perhaps more importantly, it gave Knoxville a sense of pride and confidence. The city had proved that it could compete on a global stage, and that legacy continues to inspire Knoxville today. The World's Fair is even responsible for the creation of the fast food restaurant Petro's, which was first introduced to the world at the World's Fair. After the fair ended, the park underwent another transformation. Many of the pavilions were dismantled, but the Sunsphere, the amphitheater, and the U.S. pavilion remained. Over the years, the park has evolved into a beloved space for Knoxville residents and visitors alike. Today, World's Fair Park is a hub of activity. It hosts festivals, concerts, and community events throughout the year. The Sunsphere is still a major attraction, and its observation deck is open to the public, offering those same breathtaking views. Although Visit Knoxville has limited the ability for us to go up there, which is disappointing. The park is also home to the Knoxville Convention Center, which brings thousands of visitors to events every year. But the park isn't just a place for events. It's also a place for reflection. The fountains, the green spaces, and the stunning views of the Sunsphere make it a peaceful retreat in the middle of the city. It's a reminder of Knoxville's past and a symbol of its future. So what does World's Fair Park mean to Knoxville today? For one, it's a symbol of the city's resilience and ambition. Knoxville took a risk by hosting the World's Fair, and it paid off. The fair put Knoxville on the map and showed that this city could compete on a global stage. But more than that, the park is a reminder of the power of community and collaboration. It's a place where people come together to celebrate, to learn, and to connect. It's a living legacy of the 1982 World's Fair, and it continues to inspire new generations every day. And let's not forget its impact on the world. The fair brought people from all corners of the globe to Knoxville, fostering cultural exchange and understanding. It was a moment in time when the world came together to celebrate innovation and progress. And that spirit lives on in this park, even as it's being challenged by our government today. Thanks for joining me on this journey through World's Fair Park. Whether you're a Knoxville local or just passing through, I hope you found this video to give a deeper appreciation for this incredible place. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more adventures. And if you ever visit World's Fair Park, let me know your favorite memory in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring.